Hi there. My name is Abhilasha Dwivedi. I'm a science tutor for a very long time, online teaching for science all across the globe for last 10 years. So, as I have promised on my Facebook page, Zap Science, and also my YouTube channel, Science Lessons, that I will be encouraging, to you to join my channel because chapter wise, whether it is CBSE, GCSE, IGCSE, chapter wise, okay, I'll be preparing lessons and you can definitely buy them if you wish to. So the very first chapter, CBSE, the 10th grade, because it has already started for the students who are going to go in, like who are in 10th grade and who are going to write their board exams in 2026. So, life processes, this chapter is about. This chapter is about learning the different life processes, and there are precisely seven of them. So, if you understand in this whole chapter, we are going to talk about seven life processes, and seven life processes. Why it is important? Because if you are, if you understand science, then you do know that each functions like movement. It is very interesting to understand the life processes. This is for movement, this is for respiration, this is for sensitivity, and why not, let me finish these words also. So this is for movement, respiration. There will be one more R, just hang in for there. G is the next, which is for growth, obviously. Next R is for reproduction. E is for excretion, and N is for nutrition. You might wonder that why I have written in such a particular order. It is because ideally we should start with nutrition and then respiration, because acronym, if you look at it, it is making an acronym: MRSGREN. Okay, so this is called as Mrs. Gren. In all the syllabus, this word means the same thing, which is basically the life processes. Coming to the fact that all the life processes which makes a human being alive, and not just human being, any living organism. But in CBSE, this particular chapter, you are going to learn all of the processes, mostly about human beings. Also, there are some of them for plants, but it is mostly to know about yourself and how your body functions. And it is not just important for now. I have seen people who don't understand the basic differences. So, if you are also a science enthusiast, this could be for you also, and especially if you are a CBSE student. So, if any living organism, any living organism is there, what exactly they do? They do eat, that is for nutrition, then respiration. Why not digestion? Why not digestion? Because digestion is just a process, okay, which helps in getting the nutrition. All right. Digestion is to help you get nutrition by using different kind of enzymes and different kind of movements in the body. For that, we will go in detail. And as you scroll down, you will find those images. Then is after nutrition, I would say, is the respiration. Why? Because it gives you energy. Respiration, the purpose of respiration is to give you energy, not breathing. Breathing is just a step in respiration. So, sensitivity and growth. I would say next would be excretion, because when you consume something, whether it is the air we consume or whether we consume food of any type, nutrition, it also contains some of the toxic substances, and our body cannot hold in toxic substances for a long time, whether it is carbon dioxide or excretory substances, which is finally made in the large intestine, right? So it needs to be removed by the process called excretion. And also, I am not forgetting urine formation, which is removed through urethra. And we are going to learn about the excretory system also, which is a very well described process in your CBSE syllabus. Then I would go to growth is the next, because when you absorb nutrients, when the food is digested and you absorb nutrients, it gives you energy. And also those small molecules, which are glucose, amino acid, fatty acid, and glycerol, they all will be absorbed in our system. When they are absorbed in our system, what do? They help you grow, right? And to be able to do perform other function, you need to have sensitivity, because that shows that you have a brain and it is actually functional. Okay, so sensitivity is very important, because the stimulus around us will help you to understand. And the central nervous system, we are going to learn about it. And there is a next chapter completely dedicated to this topic, control and coordination. Because who are you? If I ask you this question, who are you? You are your brain, isn't it? So control and coordination is completely second chapter dedicated to this understanding in detail. Very nicely done again. Then is the reproduction. Reproduction is also a separate chapter, because if you see, let me just delete this everything and let me just talk to you for a second. So if you see that why reproduction is the most important life processes, actually, why is that? It is because reproduction continues the species. If there is no reproduction, the continuity of the species will stop there. So that's why reproduction is considered to be the most important of it. Otherwise, take a car and it also performs everything, isn't it? Most of the functions what you see, including excretion, when the exhaust pipe releases the smoke, which is basically excretion. So but still, can we consider car a living thing? No. Why? Because it doesn't reproduce. Okay, coming back to the topic, this is just to explain you that how I'm going to teach you in my recorded lessons. And if you want tutoring from me, of course you can reach out to me. You can comment in the box, or I will share the link of my Facebook page, Zap Science. There you can follow me, and of course you can message me. So next, I would just give you an outline that what are the things you should focus on. See, whenever you are learning a lesson, you should always focus on the diagrams. Especially in CBSE, you are supposed to learn the diagrams. Okay, so it starts with autotrophic nutrition, which is mostly seen in the plants, obviously, right? But there are some bacteria where also the autotrophic nutrition, self-nutrition. That doesn't mean that if you're cooking in the kitchen, that is self-nutrition, right? It's not. What is the nutrition? Autotrophic nutrition. That means they make their own food. Now, heterotrophic nutrition, which is in the human beings also, it starts with the most simple. Heterotrophic nutrition starts from amoeba, and then comes the nutrition in human beings. As you can see, the very first step, what you should do is learn the labels. Definitely learn the labels, and then it will become very easy to understand what are these processes. It will all start making sense. And also, there is make a table out of it, this portion, where you will learn about the different kind of enzymes, right? And there are, like, if you see here, small intestine is the site of complete digestion of the carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. Now, what I would say that, whenever you underline something, write it again in your notebook, because that will help you to learn effectively. Okay. And here you will learn that why it is made alkaline. And do you know that in the stomach, the food was acidic in nature? And there are questions based on that, that why the medium in stomach is acidic and why it is alkaline in the small intestine. All these kind of informations are important, not just to enlighten yourself, also to write all these information in your board exam. So it is very important for you to understand the questions properly, because in CBSE you're not just asked long type of question. Nowadays there have been a lot of changes, and there are a lot of hot question, high order thinking skill questions, and the assertion reasoning question, where I have seen my students, most of them have suffered a lot. Now it is where it becomes very important. Assertion reasoning, for assertion reasoning questions, it is very important that you understand the concepts clearly. For that, underline the important points and then understand what does it say. I can help you with the understanding, because when I teach, I go and explain the meaning between the lines, which will be very helpful for you. So if you want, I can give you this tutoring, or if you want, I can give you the whole recorded lesson for some, if you are interested, just let me know if you are. Thank you so much for watching this.